Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this file, and then when they trace it, it eliminates this interior part. And I've already done it, and it came out pretty good. Well, I didn't grab it all, but you can see. So it's just missing that interior line is basically all it is. So let's kind of look at it side by side. There's several ways you could do this. Um, Probably the easiest way would be to take your smart fill tool and fill in that void. Take your nudge factor, and I know that thing's about 3 inches, so we'll make it 4. Left click, right click, and for just a second, we're going to go to arrange, break curve apart, and we're going to take that ellipse out of the picture. Just nudge it up. Then we're going to grab it, go to effects, contour, and we're going to contour to the inside 0.05. And tell you what, let's back up here and go 0.045. Get a little bit more down here. That'll work. Then grab it, go to range, break contour apart, then click on your contour and go up to range and break curve apart. That's going to break all these little sections that it was too minute to contour. You can see there's even 2 little dots right there. Now we need to make this line about that thick, as thick as this is. So what I would suggest to do would just be to take a 2-point line and go from there to there. And you'll see in just a second, I have to actually look for the original, remind myself what it looked like. So we've got that line, and then we can take our virtual segment delete key and delete this interior line. And that makes it that thick. Now let's take our shape tool, click on our new item, and let's delete those 2 nodes. And maybe take that node and put it up to the top of there. Hit delete. And then just kind of make this an arch. Sometimes it's easier to delete all the nodes and then grab a handle and kind of make that line. We're eventually going to make that to a point. So let's do this. Let's put a node right in the middle and bring it down and convert, right click those 2 and make them to a line. Whoop, that didn't work. So let's don't do that. Let's just delete that. Nope, that isn't going to work either. So let's just move that node up and that node up and kind of make a point. I'm going to have to zoom in here a little bit. I went too far with that other side. I got the other side. There's probably a better way to do this, and if I think about it, I'll make another video. Now really you just have to do one side to make it look good. We got double nodes there, so we're going to delete it. Let's kind of see what we got. I don't like that right there. Let's bring that in a little bit, bring that in a little bit. And like I said, you only have to do one side. Now let's take this shape and hit P and put it in the center of the page. Of course, we'll have to move our clip art out of the way. So we've got 2 different shapes. Let's get a 2-point line. I held down the control button so it'd be straight. Let's take the virtual segment delete key and delete this half. Grab our new shape, Control D, make a duplicate, and then grabbing that handle and just mirror it over. Now we should be able to take that line away. Let's Well, let's get rid of our yellow for a second. You could either weld this or smart fill it. I actually prefer smart filling with the smart fill tool, but I got a little bit of leak, and that's kind of the weld wouldn't work, and our leak is right there. So I need to bring that in a little bit and bring that in. And this would be a good deal to use the join curves. Go to Dockers, join curves, select both those, and hit apply, and it's going to join them. Now let's look at the bottom and see what we got. We've got a really messed up node there. Let's delete that node. Delete that node, and we'll do the same thing. Join those two curves. Let's see what happens when we delete that. That looks pretty good. Now, the hardest part is going to be to put it back in that spot. It kind of clicked to the center. And I think we have it. Now I'm going to draw a rectangle around the whole item in case I get a leak. And I'm going to fill this in. Now remember, we nudged. So I'm going to nudge that over. Well, what I'm going to have to do is just actually delete. Go up to arrange, ungroup, and see if we can't just grab that and just delete it. We don't need it anymore. Remember, we nudged that, so we nudge it back. Now let's left click no fill, and let's nudge it over. Now it should work. I'm going to take my yellow box and put it over the whole thing. Take our smart fill tool and fill that in. So that's not exactly it. Yeah, it is. Then you're going to have to smart fill these things. Now, as a video I made yesterday, let's see if this doesn't work. You can't just grab these and fill them in. Well, yeah, you can. It worked in that case. So there we have that logo. Now I'm going to right click no outline. I'm going to grab our original. Well, that's not the original. Here's the original. I still got a red hairline around that. I can see it. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Yep, I still have a red outline. So I'm going to grab the whole thing again and right click no outline. So my new line is a little thinner than the original line. That can be fixed. That could be very easily be fixed. And I'm using somebody else's program, and I didn't get a true black. So there's a number of things you could do to make this line a little bit thicker, and that's only if you want to. You could go through and contour it again a little thicker, but I think it looks pretty good. I hope that helped him a little bit, and thank you for watching.